Welcome back, everybody! Yeah, did he notice it? Or did he not? Or can he not admit it? What is the answer? I don't know. But we're gonna find out! What is it, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't shout something out only to suddenly clam up. According to the recording on the doll, the president visited the orphanage at midnight. However, that should not have been possible. Huh? Why's that? Why? Because at the time, the president should have been at the embassy. He was together with Agent Lang's father. ... So Agent Lang, you really did notice. He was in two places at the same time. Ergo, there must have been two presidents. Howl! And which of the two was the real president on the day 12 years ago? Most likely the one who died. Who? Who contracted Dogen to murder Hong? In order to learn that first, we must have a look at the evidence that we proved was false earlier. And the piece of evidence we know to be false is... the photo. The photo taken with Cameron's camera was taken after he was murdered. And he was murdered because he witnessed the presidential assassination. In other words, the photo must have been taken following the assassination. Given that, who is the president pictured in the fake photo? Excuse me. We must consider him to be the body double. In other words, the body double had the real president murdered and then took his place. Oh my goodness. Patricia Rowland and Blaze must have cooperated in that plan. Hold it. Hong's body was never found. So where could it disappear to? The answer to that is already quite apparent. This is where the real president's body was. This is where it was? Are you saying he burned in the fire, or... I'm gonna say he burned in the fire. Take that! What? No! Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, can you put the jokes aside? I can't believe that Mr. Hong's body was in that kind of place. Gah! I guess it wasn't there. This is the place that the real president was killed. Furthermore, what was the person responsible doing here? If I think about that, I'm sure to know the location of the president's body. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, where did the president's body disappear to? Maybe you really don't have an answer for that. No, Agent Lang, the answer to that is already quite apparent. Could it be? This seems so not right to me, but what if that is the answer? I can't think of anything else. It's not like he'd be in the blue truck, right? I'm gonna say crime scene notes. Or I'm just gonna say game over. Alright, that's cool, I guess. Yay! Well, it's a shame we couldn't avoid the game over in this case. Nuh! To come this far only to lose the truth. But, it seems there's nothing I can do now. Well, that sucks. Thus the truth was lost for all eternity. Well, I'm glad I at least saved before doing this. So, that's cool, I guess. Alright, what is it, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't shout something out and suddenly clam up. According to the recording of the doll, the president visited off of the midnight. However, that should not have been possible. Huh? Why is that? Why? Because at the time, the president should have been at the embassy. He was together with Agent Lang's father. So Agent Lang, you really didn't notice. He was in two places at the same time, ergo there must have been two presidents. I don't know. The evidence we proved it was false earlier was the photo. But then what? The photo taken with Cameron's camera, whatever. And the murder because he witnessed the presidential assassination. In other words, the photo must have been taken following the assassination, given that who is the president pictured in the fake photo. You must consider him to be the body double. Where do I need to save again? Roland and Blaze must cooperate in that plan. Not so fast! Hold on, Hong's body was never found. Just where could it have disappeared to? I don't remember where I have to save, so I'm just going to save right there. Maybe that'll be right. Maybe it won't be right. I don't know. I'm trying to save as close as possible so I don't have to do it again. Because, you know, I only have 2 mistakes. I have to keep doing it over and over and over again. Well, that's going to suck, you know? Objection! The answer to that is already quite apparent. Okay, so I'm basically right there. Alright, it's fine. This is where the real president's body was. So it's not that. And it's not... What did I say? And it's not burned in the fire. So where the real president's body was. Well, I don't know. I'm afraid I don't know. Maybe I'm taking this the wrong way. Far in front of the Grand Tower today, the driver wasn't inside. I feel like this is going so out on a limb here, but what if it was in the truck? I'll say it was in the truck. What the freaking heck? I don't know. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, are you an idiot? Why, yes, I am an idiot. How did you know that? No, it wasn't there. A place. A place. What was the person responsible for doing this? I think about it, you're sure to know the location of the president's body. Where did the president's body disappear to? Maybe you really don't have an answer for that? I don't. No words you're lying, the answer to that is already quite apparent. Well, not to me, it's not. The black market auction were held here. There's a secret entrance. Here's the first floor's room. It's not that. Not that. I don't get it. Take that. It's not that either. I'm just trying to think of wheres. Like, where? Where was it? Where did it go? That's what I need to think about, right? The where, not the what, the where. So it's obviously it wouldn't disappear into the flowers, the lion lilies. It wouldn't disappear into a Mozilla head. Why am I having trouble with this? I don't understand this. Oh my gosh. Anyway, the answer to that is already quite apparent. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. This wouldn't be related at all either. That's not a where. Tomorrow I shall interrogate him in the warden's office out. Get him to confess that he's one of Dogen's henchmen, that thing you laid to rest in front of the flower bed 12 years ago. The president's body is in the flower bed? Take that! No. Okay, well, anyway, I don't freaking know. I gotta look at every little thing that could be a place that might make no sense, but it might make sense, but I don't know. This is gonna be an episode of no progress, which is gonna suck, and we're gonna hit 100 episodes, everyone. Get hyped. Get hyped for the 100 episode series. I never would have expected to be a freaking Ace Attorney series of all things, but go figure. It's gonna happen. It's going to freaking happen. I don't get it. I don't get it. Highest some incident documents. Nope. Mementos, no. The bug, no. Nicole's tape recorder, no. That's not aware. Saving drugs, no. Did I present this already? Kidnapped on February 10th, 12 years ago. The kidnappers demanded a ransom of $100 million. The dialogue Lang confirmed that immediately into the president was at the Zhangfa embassy until midnight. Present an appointment at midnight in the courtyard of the orphanage to meet with Amy Marsh. Jack Cameron's a witness. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna present the freaking incident files. I don't know. Nope. Oh man, we're gonna have a lot of game overs in this episode. Oh my gosh. Come this far and lose the truth. That's a shame. It's a shame that the truth was lost for all eternity. What is the answer? Well, 2 more chances coming right up here. Oh my gosh. I wish I saved a little earlier than I did. Oh well. Yes, Edgeworth, if it's so apparent, why don't you tell me what it is? Why don't you tell me that? What in that time death ever? Well, that doesn't make any sense. And this wouldn't make any sense either. President Hong is here of all places, and what's more, crud, the light just went off. I can barely see a thing now. Looks like it's being kidnapped. Okay. Nope. Not that one either, it seems. Not that one either. Oh, I guess it wasn't there. Okay, the place of the real president was killed. Furthermore, what was the person responsible doing here? If you think about it, I'm sure no location of the president's body. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, where's the president's body disappeared to? I don't know. Don't you have any answers for this? For Pete's sake. You guys better think of logic than I am. He wouldn't be in shoes. The autopsy report? No. Did I present the fake photo? Did I? That wouldn't make any sense. But that was from Cameron's camera though, so that's also wouldn't make any sense. I don't know. I don't believe that would be the answer. It just wouldn't make any sense. Alright, I'm gonna game over one more time, and if I game over one more time, I'm just gonna make a cut. Because I'm tired of just doing this stuff and getting wrong answers and I'll make a cut. But one more though, one more. Once we get that one more, it'll be over. Objection! Well, Miles Edgeworth, why don't you object a little bit better, huh? That's where the real president's body was. Okay. Okay, and I'll say... I don't know. No. I mean, I didn't think it was, but at the same time, it's like, well, okay, plot twist. Wow. Look at that. Would have guessed. I certainly wouldn't have guessed anyway. If I think about it, I'm sure no location of the president's body. Well, I don't know what the president's body is. Could it be... I wonder. I'm gonna say... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Last night there was something Blaze had to unearth with his own 2 hands. If you're gonna say it was the body he was unearthing, I literally presented evidence that was literally related to that. For Pete's sake. This is exactly what I was presenting. Oh my gosh, I don't get it. That item was not the ransom. It was something far more important. Also, Blaze unburied the real president's body. The possibility is quite high. What do you say? The bones from the body buried 12 years ago would have still remained. According to Mr. Powers, construction was to begin soon at this lot. That was the deadline. Both for the movie and the retrieval of the body. Because they would have found the body when they started the construction. Agent Lang, let us search the footprints that Blaze dug up. Yeah. If the body was buried there, there'd be traces of it. Hey, somebody called forensics. Wouldn't they have known immediately from the forensics report that the body they found was not the president, though? There was just a body double? I had the results of the search. We found traces in the dirt that suggest the body was buried here. Tch, so it was Hong after all? We also recovered the skeletal remains that Blaze the Best dug up. They were in his home. In addition to the bone structure, the dental records and the bone fractures all match up. We can confirm that it was indeed President Hong. So the real President Hong was indeed killed 12 years ago. The SS5 incident was a murder. Monstrous footprints data updated my organizer. The concrete is broken and the ground beneath them is exposed, dug by Blaze to retrieve the body. So the SS5 incident was actually a murder incident. I mean, what a surprise. Every incident has to be a murder incident, you know, in this universe. But there's so much information, it's way too confusing. Indeed. Let us take this opportunity to review the details of the case. First, the real president came to the orphanage, right? 12 years ago. The true President Hong visited the orphanage in order to meet his son. The footsteps in the snow that we thought belonged to Mr. Cameron were most likely made by the president at that time. President Hong was supposed to meet his son here. However, the one who actually showed up was the assassin Sirhan Dogen. He came here to meet his son, but was murdered instead. How horrible. A man like Dogen shows no mercy. And after that, the second tragedy occurred. You mean Mr. Cameron's murder? Indeed, Mr. Cameron saw the decisive moment. After the real president was killed by Dogen, his body was carried to the rear courtyard by the team of kidnappers. Mr. Cameron must have witnessed that moment from the orphanage entrance. Although he himself believed that he had actually witnessed the kidnapping. Furthermore, by this time, the body double who had come to meet up with Blaze and Miss Roland was already standing behind Mr. Cameron. And then the witness to the incident, Mr. Cameron, was killed by the body double. So is Mr. Cameron's corpse also carried by the body double? Yes, that seems likely. But there wasn't anything at the crime scene that looked like the body double's footprints. Heh, I've already figured out how he accomplished that. There was a piece of evidence that would have made it possible. What did the body double use to move the body without leaving any footprints? Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. What did the body double use to move the body without leaving any footprints? To move the body without leaving any footprints. Whoa. The fire? Wait, what? What did the body double use to move the body without leaving any footprints? But there were footprints left behind, if you're talking about Cameron's body, right? Unless we're talking about... What did the body double use to move the body without leaving any footprints? Oh, this is driving me nuts right now, the shoes. This is almost certainly how the body double carried Mr. Cameron's corpse. After Mr. Cameron was killed, the president's body double carried him into the middle of the garden. I suspect the body double was wearing the same shoes as the real president at the time. But he made sure to step precisely on top of the footprints left by the real president. Ah, since the shoes were the same, there would only be one set of footprints left behind in the snow. But even then, it's kind of hard to be that precise, isn't it? So you would think there'd be like some kind of error somewhere along the line, but I guess he was that good, especially dragging a body with him. My gosh. I think I've got a pretty good grasp on the SS5 incident now. But there's still one thing I don't get. What's that? Why do they need to stage the abduction? Because Mr. Cameron witnessed the incident. He saw the president at the orphanage. He left behind witness testimony on Miss Crane's answering machine. Even Blaze couldn't make that disappear. Ergo, the body double needed a reason for the president to have been at the orphanage. And that's why they prepared a fake kidnapping charade. The people in the fake photo are the body double and most likely Patricia Rowland. Even though that doesn't look like a feminine person at all, but eh. What's in the code is Miss Rowland? What makes you say that? The two would have to leave the orphanage in order to take the picture. Just like when he moved the body, the double used the real president's footprints. Ah, so the second set of footprints must belong to the person in the coat. Indeed. We originally believed that those footprints belonged to Cameron's killer. They were the size 7 footprints too small for Blaze's feet. So we can presume that the person playing the part of the kidnapper was Patricia Rowland. Hidden in the shadow of the presidential kidnapping was a presidential assassination. I see. So that's why my old man... Why he what? The old man must have realized that a murder had taken place. After all, he had the kid's drawing. However, that picture was never presented as evidence. Your father likely took it from the young witness during the investigation and hid it. He had to have known that Hong was dead. But what if he had revealed that back then? Revealed the death of the president, the backbone of Zhang Fa, it would have caused chaos. And that's why my old man took the secret to his grave. He even took the blame for the kidnapping, knowing that would be the fall of the House of Lang. So this is the truth that Agent Lang's father hid 12 years ago. And now it's all become clear. SS5 incident case files updated by organizer. 12 years ago, the president was kidnapped, and the witness was killed. Touch check one for details. Is that really the case, I wonder? Is it, Shelley the killer? I do not know. It could be, possibly, though. Was kidnapped in February. The kidnapping was a charade prepared by culprits to hide the actual crime. Presidential assassination. The culprits moved Mr. Cameron's body and took the fake photo with the sole purpose of making the kidnapping charade look real. The 3 culprits are the president's body double, Blaze the Best, and Patricia Rowland. Who was the body double? I mean, it couldn't have been Sirhan Dogen because he was in prison. Huh? What? Who's there? Oh, it's Dogen, okay. That bell, I thought it was Shelley the killer, but okay, sure. Hi there! Why did he show himself here? Sirhan Dogen. You, why are you here? How can you just brazenly show up here? Who do you think you are, pal? I found the conversation most intriguing, and I just... well... Huh. Are you feeling nostalgic about an old murder of yours? You're the one who killed Hong. Ha 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 ha! Nostalgia? I think not. You were speaking about the person I am searching for. You're searching for someone? I escaped from prison in order to meet with a young acolyte. The one who wore the red raincoat. The red raincoat? Who is this person? I suspect that it's the same person as the mastermind you are searching for. Ugh. Someone you've been searching for, the one in the red hood. The red hood? Don't they seem surprised, Anubis? Yes, yes, they are, my boy. 12 years ago, this young acolyte saved my life. Okay... Dogen Savior? Certainly, it was I who killed President Hong. However, my life was also targeted on that day. The body double Blaze and Patricia all sought to seal my lips. Had I not been reunited with the young acolyte back then, I would have been in danger. But alas, even to this day, I do not know what has become of the young acolyte.
So your client was indeed the body double, who was the main perpetrator of the crime.
Ha! 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 It was a long time ago, but I remember his words even now.
There have been countless attempts... Wait. Huh? I don't remember who's saying this. Is this a Dogen? There have been countless attempts on my life, not just once or twice. Countless! And yet, why must I be the only one to face the danger? When I stand before the people, I garner the same respect as the president does. Tell me, just what is the difference between him and me?
The difference was great, while the voice and style of speech may be the same. Ha! 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 One can mimic the body, but the heart cannot be reproduced.
I suppose his own weaknesses cost him in his quest to become a leader.
Now that Rook's gone, I'm in charge.
I'm not sure if you're as capable as Rook was.
What are you saying? I'm totally the leader now.
Perhaps the king and his knight were not so different after all.
The double believed that the president's only weakness was a woman called Amy. To find a woman, he needed the assistance of someone from this country.
So he joined forces with Blaze.
After determining her whereabouts, he simply waited for the right opportunity.
The chance came with the meeting at the orphanage.
Indeed. The director of the orphanage was bribed and brought in as an accomplice.
He must be referring to Patricia Rowland.
Well, given what I've told you, do you realize the whereabouts of the young acolyte now?
You mean the boy who saved you? But how do you know that he is the mastermind?
That day, the young one caused a fire at the garden of the orphanage.
Ah! You're talking about the kid who started the fire as a prank!
A prank? Ha ha ha! Not at all. On that night 12 years ago, the young acolyte was hiding inside the igloo. It seems he witnessed Patricia and Blaze moving the body from the hiding place. Apparently, he heard them talking during that time. It would seem that they were planning to kill me because I knew the truth. He immediately came to the main hall to tell me that. I learned this about the young acolyte some time later. It seems he was wearing a red raincoat at the time. He led me out of the main hall. And then the young acolyte said he was going to get rid of our footprints. So he scattered some lamp oil near the igloo over the snow. Then he boldly set the oil ablaze.
And thus that was how fire happened. Ah! No way! So he set the fire in order to...
All their focus was diverted towards the burning flames. I took the opportunity to escape through the rear exit.
So the boy in the red raincoat is the mastermind behind this case?
Exactly. Isn't that right, Anubis? Yes, boy. Yes, it is.
Rebuttal, Dogen savior.
Certainly, it was I who killed President Hong.
No, it wasn't now. Should I believe that? I kind of feel like I probably should believe that. Excuse me. That was an excuse if I've ever heard one anyway. Oh my gosh. Alright. Excuse me. I don't know about that. You admitted that rather easily.
These days, I have long grown tired of killing. Ha ha ha. But in those halcyon days, I devoted myself to the path of an executioner. If If one cannot admit that much, what can he admit? Right, Anubis? Yes, yes, my boy.
I feel like he's saying something scary, but it's kind of hard to understand him. This fallen priest is saying he has no feelings about the president's death. Dogen, the assassin and an escaped prisoner. He should be a despicable opponent, but silencing him now would be imprudent. I must keep my composure and let him talk. I understand your point. You killed the president.
That is correct. The aim of my blade never misses its mark. However, my life was also targeted on that day.
Your life was targeted? You, the assassin? The hunter becomes the hunted. The Buddhist becomes the Buddha. Okay, you don't have to make up strange proverbs.
Life is transient, especially for an assassin whose life is always exposed to danger.
So does that mean people you tried to kill have fought back?
That is a rare occurrence. However, this was different. The body double Blaze and Patricia all sought to seal my lips.
Sirhan Dogen, you were a master assassin. As such, could you not have evaded an attack from those three and fled the scene?
Ha ha ha! You greatly overestimate me. Without Anubis by my side, I would not even be able to walk about. If those three were to attack me all at once, I would not stand a chance.
I see. So even an assassin will fall to superior numbers in a frontal assault.
I suppose one could say that. I, Sirhan Dogen, would have suffered a shameful defeat. Had I not been reunited with the young acolyte back then, I would have been in danger.
Reunited? So when did you first meet with him?
That would be 18 years ago on the 24th of December.
That is a rather long time ago.
On that day, our roles were reversed. I saved the young one's life. There was an unusual snowstorm on that day. The temperature was well below freezing. I took Anubis for a walk in the snow. That's when Anubis noticed something and started running. I followed him after him and found a car. I had great difficulty opening the door. It had frozen shut. In the back seat, there were 2 young children shivering from the cold.
2 children?
Had they remained in that car for an hour longer, they surely would have frozen to death. I brought the 2 of them to a nearby orphanage.
Is there anything about Dogen's story that concerns me? I'm gonna say nothing right now. I don't think there is anything in particular that stands out. Dogen, please continue your testimony.
But alas, even to this day, I do not know what has become of the young acolyte.
And now you're searching for the boy from all those years ago. Surely you're not saying you want to thank him for saving you?
Ha ha ha. Well, who knows? However, the young one did save my life. That is the truth. Even Anubis took a liking to him. He would do tricks for him, such as shake or roll over.
I thought that the tricks Dogen taught his dog were a little bit different from the norm, though.
You are right about that. For Anubis, rollover means first biting the victim's foot.
Stop, stop, stop! I don't want to hear anymore!
Ha ha ha. There is no need to worry. I only show the young one ordinary tricks.
I get the feeling that Dogen in his own way felt indebted to the boy. Mr. Dogen and that acolyte seem to share a complicated relationship, huh? Perhaps there is a hint of the mastermind's motive hidden somewhere in his testimony. Dogen is one of the few people who knows the mastermind firsthand. Let's try to draw out as much information as possible from him. Okay, let me save one more time. Well, actually, before I do that... And, this one. Press! I'm going to say yes, but I'm going to save right before doing this because I don't want to get a wrong answer, of course. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my gosh. There is something indeed. Why is the music still going? Come on, music. Get it together now. Get it together. Okay, I'm gonna say yes. Or something like that. And then I'll be like, whoa, what is wrong with it? What concerns me is... the date, the number of children, and the model of the car. I would say the date. 24th of December, 18 years ago. Are you sure about that? There is no mistake. My alarm clock's going off. Oh my gosh. Listen to it. Isn't that just a wonderful alarm? Oh my gosh. Could that mean... I kind of forgot Ray was here. I know. The significance behind that date. Which shows the significance of that date when Dogen found the children. It would be the IS-7 incident files. That day, a certain incident occurred. A sculptor was murdered. Ah! During that incident, 2 young boys went missing. Oh. Okay. I see. I see. I do see indeed. But anyway, everyone, my alarm went off because I have to go to work soon. And we're already past 30 minutes anyway, so, you know what? Let's leave that as a nice little cliffhanger, shall we? Oh, okie dokie then, everyone. Oh my gosh, 2 young boys got kidnapped. Went missing. Something. Things. Oh my gosh, everything's connected. It's all connected. It is literally all connected. Ah! Oh my gosh, this is crazy. It's ridiculous. Alright, everyone. Next time, we're going to see even more connections. And we're going to see things. This is crazy. My gosh. Anyway, everyone, I will see you all later. Goodbye!